Alright, what's going on, Top X? BKYT here. A little bit more of a laid-back commentary for today, but before I get into the video, let's just thank you guys for the support on my last video. I love French Babes. I mean, that did awesome. The likes were cool. The comments were very supportive, so thank you guys for that. But what you guys are watching today is by Top X Remake. He's going completely in, picking up a double nuclear with the 5.7 on Meltdown, and the fact that he was able to use the 5.7 on Meltdown is kind of surprising to me. I mean, you know, the pistols in Black Ops 2 are very overpowered. You probably understand that when you get bodied by some kid with a .2 KD, but, you know, the 5.7 and any pistol in Black Ops 2 is not meant for long-range gunfights, and the fact that Meltdown has a lot of long-range engagements is surprising that, you know, Remake was able to survive and get a double nuclear, so that's pretty awesome. If you guys go over and subscribe to his channel, he's about like 420 subs right now. If we can get him to 450, that would be pretty awesome. So, what I want to talk about today is plane rides in general. So you guys do know that I want to talk about some vacation stuff here, and you know, obviously to get to Europe, you can't swim there, you can't walk there, you're probably gonna have to take a plane. I don't even know if you can take a boat there. I wouldn't want to take a boat, probably take like 10 days, so it would be a waste of time. So, you take a plane to Europe to get there. So, sorry about that, guys, but I've been on many plane rides in my variation of time I've lived, about 15 years, and I've been to many different countries and many different continents, you know, all these different states and shit like that around the world. So I've been to South Africa, which is like an 18-hour plane ride. I've been to Switzerland, which is like a 6 or 8 hour plane ride between there, depending if you're going there or back, depending on the winds. I've been to Colorado, which is like a, I don't know, that was a while ago. I don't remember the exact length of that. California, I think, is like a 6-hour plane ride, maybe a little bit less. I've been down to Florida, to North Carolina. You know, I've been on variations of very short plane rides to very long ones, like, you know, South Africa, and plane rides are always cool. I mean, you get sometimes some pretty decent food, sometimes you get some pretty shitty food. You don't even know what you're eating. You think it's dog food or some shit like that, but, you know, they're pretty fun. I like going on them. I'm not scared, but the one thing I do have to complain about is the damn people that always sit in front of me, and I just have this bad luck of always having people sit in front of me that put their seats back as far as possible. Now, if you've ever ridden a plane, you probably know that the seats bend backwards, and the amount of room between your legs and the next seat is probably not that much space, and the fact that someone's gonna put their seat completely back all the way up in your face, you're like, what the hell is this guy doing? And, you know, some of the people, they just do it consistently for the whole plane ride, and some people do it for like an hour and then they fix it, but it's so annoying because I swear to God, guys, I get it every single time I'm on a plane. I never get a break. Someone's always putting their seat in my face, or someone's always talking wicked loud in front of me while I'm trying to sleep, and I can't really sleep too much on airplanes, but I've been working on it. I can sleep a little bit better on airplanes now. I don't know why I can never sleep on them, but I just can't. It's something I just can't do. I don't know why. I have no idea about it. But if you guys have any funny plane ride stories, make sure to comment that down below. But another thing, on my way back from Switzerland, I was like, you know what, I'm tired of all these motherfuckers putting their seat in my face. So there was just like, I don't know, like probably like 18, 19-year-old Asian girl behind me, and I was like, you know what, fuck this bitch. So I put my seat all the way back right at the beginning of the plane ride, and for the whole time I watched a show called The Bridge. I'm really into it now. It's like this crime investigation between Texas and Mexico and all that shit, and it's really, I like that show. So you guys ever seen The Bridge, comment that down below. I like watching it, and I watched like, I don't know, for the 8 hours, I think I watched like 10 or 11 episodes, because they're all like 45 minutes long, so, you know, I went ham through those episodes. I fast-forwarded parts that I've already seen, and I just went completely in. I watched pretty much the whole season 1, so I went in, guys. I went completely in, and that's my little plane ride story for you guys. Now, something else I want to talk about here is paddle boating and paddle boarding. So, I've been paddle boating before, and I decided to go on this lake in Zurich, which is the biggest city in Switzerland, and, you know, it was okay. I mean, it's kind of really slow. Like, you go like 6 miles an hour, and you make no progress. Like, you're pedaling as fast as you can, you make absolutely no progress. And, you know, we were paddling around this lake, and all of a sudden, one of these huge ass, like, tourist boats comes, like, honking in behind us, and we were about to get hit, so we were paddling our balls deep in there, trying to get out of the way, and we finally got out of the way. But that's my little paddle boating story for you guys. So let's move into paddle boarding. So, I've looked at paddleboarding before. I've seen people do it in the ocean, seen them do it in the bathtub, seen them do it in the pond, whatever you want to call it. You know, I've seen people do paddleboarding everywhere, and I look at it, I'm like, this is retarded. Like, who would ever want to do that? It looks so stupid, it looks so boring, it looks so slow, and I tried it out for the first time, and I was like, wow, this is actually pretty interesting. This is actually pretty fun. I mean, you know, if you go kayaking, stuff like that, it takes a lot of upper body strength, and it kind of tires you out, but with paddleboarding going for like an hour, 2 hours, I wasn't getting tired at all, and I really enjoyed it. You go pretty fast, you can go on your knees like like a girl, if you kind of got that cool I just said right there, or you can stand up if you're a pro. First time I went stand up, you know, I'm a beast. I went on that lake, you know, and the water was pretty warm, and that was actually surprising to me considering we're in Switzerland. But, you know, the way that the paddleboarding was really interesting for me was, one, I got to use my paddleboard and ram it into my family members so that they would fall off theirs, which was pretty funny. And two, if you guys don't really know, there's a lot of nude people in Europe, and, you know, I'm just going on my paddle boat like that, and paddleboard, and just, you know, I'm paddling around, all of a sudden I see this bitch, I'm like, whoa, are those titties? I'm like, Dad, titties, go look, titties. So we're looking at this bitch's titties, and all of a sudden, I realize, whoa, she has no pants on either, and she's just sitting there reading a newspaper. So, you know, I get a little closer, acting like I'm looking at the scenery, but I'm actually looking at titties, and all of a sudden, I see this girl's legs, like, wide open. I'm like, the fuck? Smells like fish, some shit like that. So I kept on paddling, let's get away from that fish, I don't want any of that shit. So, you know, that's my little update, or not update, but my highlight of paddleboarding. It was pretty fun, ramming into people, seeing nude bitches, and all that shit, and it was a fun vacation. That was a couple events that happened on the vacation. Again, I'm not gonna sit here and make commentaries about everything I did. I'm going to do some little highlights and some little funny things for you guys, but comment down below any of your plane ride stories or events that happened to you on planes. So maybe your plane got hijacked or crashed or some shit like that. But that's what I'll say in today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy the laid back commentary. Some more awesome ones coming in the future. Make sure to subscribe to Remake, subscribe to me, and I'm signing out. Peace.
You spawn, the cats in your spawn, your spawn, yeah, the cats in your spawn, 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 yeah, the cats in your spawn. Type X, gotta get it, gotta go right now. Only right, there we go, beast mode right now. People hate like it's a game, well I'ma be the only cheat code right now. MD and Type X, you know it's no contest, yeah, we go till the break of dawn. The god is your spawn.